Hello, welcome back to our particle making explosion lecture, and now I'm going to show you how to make chunks of explosion. Chunks of explosion is a really important part because you can always edit what you want to explode in the particular way. So for example, if you have an explosion next to a rock, it can also be separated into many little rocks which will explode by the chunks or any metal chunks or anything that you actually want to make. For start, I'm going to make another particle system inside this explosion system. So it's of great importance to make this system inside of this existing system that we have made explosion. So we're going to rename this particle system right now to chunks, of course. And right now what we're going to do, we're going to select these chunks. So right now, as you can see, we have our standard Unity model of particles. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to render. We're gonna change the shape. So what we're gonna select, it's gonna be for example this smoke one. Okay, it's gonna be fine. So we're gonna select this smoke one, and the next thing we're gonna do, we need to edit its shape. So the next thing, we're gonna go to shape, and we don't want it to be any particular thing we have here. We're gonna go to mesh, and we're gonna select meshes, capsule. So capsule is going to do just fine. So as you can see right now, it looks this way. Well, what we're gonna do next, we're gonna use it, so we're gonna edit it so it can look like separate part of chunks, just simply going out of this our explosion. So first thing we're gonna need right here is speed. So we need, as we have a great explosion, we need to have very big speed, very huge amount of speed that is gonna collide from these explosions. So right now we're gonna enter 150, for example, and we'll edit size. For example, let's a variable size from let's say 1 to 5. Okay, so we have a variation between sides. And the next thing we're gonna do here, we need to set also start rotation, because it's of great importance that any chunk that comes from this needs to have a particular rotation so it can look natural, so objects could flip, etc. First we're going to randomize our rotation between minus plus 180, and we're going to find the rotation over time or lifetime, okay, and a rotation over speed. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna rotation over speed, select, and we're gonna random between two constants. We're gonna set minus 720, so it's gonna do two big full splits, and plus 720. Okay, so as you can see how these objects actually flip as they come, and we can do rotation over time. So we'll also set minus 720 and 720, and that would be pretty much it for this. And right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna do chunks duration. These chunks need to have like lifetime 2, so we're gonna set 2, and we're gonna set a little delay because they will actually come after 1 second after the explosion, or 0.1. And the next thing we're gonna do, we need to set emission. We're going to set maximum particles to 20, and we're going to set rate over time to 0, but we're going to set rate, we're going to increase burst of rate to 20 to 20. Okay, and of course our main thing is to disable looping, and we're going to change color of it. So color would be black, so it could be a little bit more natural when it comes to this explosion. So right now I'm going to show you how it actually looks. So right now we have like these little objects, these capsules that I already made, looking like they come from an explosion, that they are affected by this explosion. So they look a little bit unnatural right now because they have no gravity. But the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna implement the gravity into this explosion. We're gonna do that by this awesome command here, this awesome parameter that is called the gravity modifier. So next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna set gravity modifier to 20. And just hit enter, and next thing we go simulate, and as you can see, all of these little chunks now have their gravitation, have their gravitational field that they're affected by. So next time we click simulate, all of these chunks fall down by the force of gravity, and everything looks more natural and better. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you in next lecture.